My name's Paul Spicer. I'm the founder and the director of the English Choral Experience. And about 18 years ago, I was giving a choral workshop in Solihull on the Rachmaninoff Vespers. And at the end, a man called Richard Denyer came up to talk to me and said how much he'd enjoyed the day and would I be interested in coming and doing a similar thing at Dore Abbey in Herefordshire. Well, I knew Dore Abbey as a tourist, and I thought what a nice thing it would be to go there and do such a day. I thought it would be very effective. It's such a beautiful place.
My late husband, Richard Denyer, loved music and he loved to sing. Richard heard about Paul and heard that he held workshops, and so he decided to go and attend one. And while he was singing, he thought, wouldn't it be lovely to have a workshop like this in Dore Abbey? He would have been thrilled to see just how it has developed now.
It was Paul who floated the idea after Richard Denyer had started the choral workshops in the September of each year when Paul came, to extend the whole idea into residential week, which would include the exhibition and also the events in the evenings. And this has become very popular and very well known in the area.
He was the musical director for a course that Andrew van der Beek did in Rougon in France. And I think that was a time when I realised that Paul was somebody very, very special. He liked a good time, he liked people to work hard, he had high expectations and high standards, but he was always very positive. And if he said, that's very good, but, that was what he always said, but. And one of the things that I always remember is Paul telling us to sing with our eyes and to raise our eyebrows. And I still try to do that. That was one of the lessons. And Paul was very concerned that it was inclusive and nobody would be left out. Very anxious for other people's welfare.
It's really less is more, with these things. And just one of the reasons I like this long arm approach is that if you're out here, you could do really clear, small movements. No, don't flap the fingers. It's got to be managed wrist. So look at my hand, my wrist. Do you see how little the wrist is moving? You see, everything could be like this, or on a smaller scale. Do you see there's still the loops? 1, 2, 3, 4. Part of my work is as a conducting teacher, and for a number of years we've had 2 students join us at Abbey Dore. But last year I thought it would be good to expand this and to run a course within a course. And we managed to attract 10 talented young conductors to join us. And we have the same again this year. It's a great development.
There have always been, of course, conducting scholars involved in the course, but there were 3 last year and 2 additional fellows who came along just to sing, just for fun, really. And we sort of ended up forming a little cohort of student-y, conductor-y, singer-y types. It had a feel of a thing within a thing, I suppose, and that was really terrific. And Paul quite liked it as well. We did a little performance, and we went to get drinks afterwards and that sort of thing. And I think Paul really liked that feeling of things. So Will G, who was on the course last year, and I sort of brainstormed that it would be great to expand that into a real thing. And Paul completely independently came along and suggested, well, you two should start something up. So long story short, we did. Will couldn't be this year, unfortunately, but helped certainly with some ideas for the course. And Paul and I spent the year off and on planning things.
Well, I found out about it through Paul and through Daniel, because I've been conducting at Birmingham Conservatoire. So I knew that Paul ran these courses, and then Daniel talked about this scheme he was setting up this year, where they'd have a larger group of conducting students who'd be part of the main course, but also have their own sessions running alongside that. And it sounded like a great opportunity to come and get some more experience, to get input from different musicians and meet other conductors and learn from them. And so it seemed the right time to come and do it. It's been an absolutely fantastic experience. The group as a whole has been so warm and welcoming. It's a beautiful place. And we've had some really useful sessions in the group of conductors, because we're trying out different pieces, giving one another feedback on what works well, what could be improved or tweaked a little bit to be more useful. We've had individual singing lessons, individual conducting lessons, we've sung with the main choir, we've had the opportunity to conduct the main choir, and there's just been a fantastic atmosphere all round, really.
I'm a potter, and for a few years I was involved in in putting on a multi-exhibition as part of the Lichfield Festival, where Paul was a director then. When he started up the English choral experience in Dore Abbey, he asked me to put on a similar event to make a mini arts festival. And we started with 3 of us, and by the next year there were as many as there are now. We change the artists every year and have an artist in residence for the whole week. And I think the exhibition enhances the singing week and is very successful.
And there's so many things about the course, I think, that are attractive. It's a magical repertoire, fantastic singing tuition and direction, so that you start feeling very wobbly and end up producing something that probably isn't quite as good as Paul would like.
The upbeat to the last bar per house, and then some others coming into the next bar. You just do that slightly slower. There we go. Okay, here it is now. 3 and 4.
but is wonderful, and he manages to get a high quality of performance out of us every year. And it's that combined with extremely friendly people.
Well, we've now made so many friends that we know a lot of the people, and we enjoyed it so much that we started following Paul on his courses in France and elsewhere.
Yeah, we've
so
sort
that
of
we've
become
now
Paul
been
groupies.
We have become groupies, I think, I'm afraid to say.
And then people have the security of performing something that they do. So it's not like the Choral Society where it's a new all the time. We're constantly bringing in new
It's a great thing that we have, and it's just, and this meal has been particularly lovely. Just perfect in the middle of the day to get us in the right sort of frame of bodily mind for our concert this evening. So big round of applause, please. So as we enter our second decade, we're looking forward to growing and developing, to keeping our many loyal friends and to bringing new singers into the fold, continuing to make beautiful music in beautiful places.